Hello, I'm Quỳnh. You're watching Vietnam Today. Let's check out the headline for this hour. Vietnam-Italy agreed to boost defense cooperation. Send-off ceremony for female footballer to 2023 FIFA World Cup. Tam Kỳ, the city of dreams in Vietnam's central region. Vietnam and Italy have agreed to strengthen defense cooperation in various fields, focusing on delegation exchange at all levels, human resources training, defense industry and technology transfer. The consensus was announced on July 3rd at the 4th Vietnam-Italy Defense Policy Dialogue in Italy.
The fourth Vietnam-Italy Defense Policy Dialogues were co-chaired by Deputy Defense Minister Hoàng Xuân Chiến and Italian Under-Secretary of State for Defense Matteo Perego Grimnago. During the event, the two sides pledged to promote the exchange of experiences in deploying forces to participate in United Nations peacekeeping activities and collaboration in cybersecurity for peace, cooperation and development for the benefit of both peoples. In addition, they share their views on international and regional issues of common interest. They emphasize the importance of maintaining peace, stability, and security, including maritime security, and advocated for the peaceful settlement of disputes in accordance with international law, in particular the 1982 UN Convention on the Law of the Sea.
Vietnam recorded a trade surplus of about 12.25 billion US dollar in the first half of this year, according to recent data released by the General Statistics Office of Vietnam.
In the first half of 2023, the total import-export turnover of goods hit $316.65 billion US dollars, an annual decrease of 15.2%. The 6-month export value stood at some $164.45 billion US dollars, of which $43.41 billion US dollar came from the domestic economic sectors. The foreign investor sector accounted for 73.6%, with $121.4 billion US dollar. There were around 27 commodity items whose shipments overseas brought home over $1 billion US dollars and 5 earned over $10 billion US dollar each. The US was the largest export market of Vietnam, followed by China.
Send-off ceremony for female footballers to 2023 FIFA World Cup. Tam Kỳ, the city of dreams in Vietnam's central region. A ceremony was held in Hanoi on July 4th to send off footballers to 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup, which is scheduled to take place in New Zealand and Australia from July 20 to August 20.
Speaking at the event, Chairman of the Vietnam Football Federation, VFF Trần Quốc Tuấn, affirmed that the winning of the berth for 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup is an achievement of historical significance of Vietnamese football in general and women's football in particular. The 23-strong squad will depart for New Zealand on July 5th. They will have nearly 2 weeks to adapt to the conditions at the venue for Group E matches in the tournament. In the group stage, they will face the US, Portugal and the Netherlands. To prepare for the finals, the team have taken training camps in Japan and Germany.
There was a surge in the volume of international visitors traveling to and from Vietnam, surpassing 14.4 million. This figure represents a 5-fold growth compared to the same period in 2022. According to the Airports Corporation of Vietnam, ACV, the number of passengers in the first half of the year saw a significant increase of nearly 30%. There was a surge in the volume of international visitors traveling to and from Vietnam, surpassing 14.4 million. This figure represents an astonishing five-fold growth compared to the same period in 2022. ACV report highlight that the transportations and flight operations, along with passenger numbers, continue to demonstrate a favorable recovery trend during the initial 6 months of 2023. This recovery was particularly notable in the international market, primarily attributed to the effective control measure implemented to combat the ongoing COVID-19 pandemics. Established by Vietnam's last dynasty, Tam Kỳ is the coastal city and capital of the Quảng Nam province. Life in Tam Kỳ is laid back and the tourist crowds are much smaller than the neighboring city of Da Nang and Hoi An. Often called the City of Dreams, Tam Kỳ amazes with its natural, historic and religious attractions.
Tam Kỳ is a small city in Vietnam's south-central coast region. Even though the city is the provincial capital, Tam Kỳ isn't very well known amongst international tourists. More popular with local tourists, Tam Ky's biggest perks are having amazing beaches, historic sites, and smaller crowds. Creating a trio with Da Nang and Hoi An, Tam Kỳ sits on its own, further south along the coast.
It is not an exaggeration to say the city is a land of dreams and romance. It is not easy to find the words to describe the scene and fragrance along the river wharf, a peaceful and silent place. We want to develop tourism more sustainably, making the most of the existing natural landscape, especially the very beautiful Tam Thanh coast. We want to call for local people to participate in tourism development and benefit from tourism.
Featuring beach and riverside views, Tam Kỳ is a dynamic city where visitors will have the opportunity to explore the area's art, history and beauty. Somewhat spread out, the attractions in Tam Kỳ range from inland to the coast. The best attractions in the city are Kiang Tunnels, Tam Thanh Beach, Tam Thanh Mural Village and Vang Thánh Temple.
That's the end for today. Thanks for your watching and see you next time.